Alright, today's project is making a 5-point star out of old scrap wood. You can use pallet wood or whatever. I'm using some old 1x4s that I have. First step is to cut them in 2-foot sections, at least for this size. I've already goofed once, cut the wrong angle on this side, so I flipped it around and cut the correct angle. How I'm getting that correct angle is, well, first of all, this angle needs to be at 54 degrees. My saw by itself only goes up to 45 degrees, so I created this 45-degree angle jig, which means that if this is set to 0 and I put a board in here like this, if this saw was set to 0 and I put a board in here, it would be cutting a 45-degree angle. So what I did is you have a 45-degree angle here. We added an additional 9 degrees, which gives us our 54-degree angle cut. So I've cut that side. Now the other side will have to be a 18-degree angle. So I've got to, with this jig, do some math and try to figure out how I'm going to get my 18-degree angle. So, and that'll be cut on this other side. I'll show you what that looks like. So this isn't the easiest way to do it, but with the tools I have, this is the way I'm going to have to do it. So I take a piece of my scrap from the old angles that I cut, and I shove it right in there real good. And I take, in my case, the old cut that I have, the angle that's wrong, and line it up like that, and then cut there. And I put that piece of wood there to try to help me prevent from the board sliding forward. Now if you had a different setup, the best solution would be to set up another jig on this side, another 45-degree angle, so when you put your flat cut in here in this angle, it would actually butt up against the other piece of wood that would be right here, and it would prevent you, and it would give you probably a more accurate angle. I've already cut these 3 pieces and lined them up, so hopefully this will be good enough. I know that if the angles are wrong, it could look a little weird, but this is going on top of the tree, so I'm not super concerned with it because it's not going to be seen up close. It's not going to be like wall art inside my house or anything. So, so that's what I'm doing. You won't have, if you don't make the mistake that I made, you won't have this angle that you have to cut, but I do. So, so it might be a little easier for you, but 18-degree on one side to make, that's an 18-degree angle, and that's a 54-degree angle. Those are the 2 keys when you're making a 5-point star like this. So I don't believe that those angles will change depending if they're longer. If you're making all the pieces, I mean these pieces are 2 feet long, so I'm going to assume that if they were all bigger, the angles would stay the same. I don't see why that would change, but I'm doing with a 2-foot piece, so because I think that'll be big enough. With all 10 pieces cut and lined up, they do line up pretty good. We'll know for sure. I'm just taking some extra pieces that I have to piece them back together, or piece them together from the back side, and we'll flip it over and that'll be the front. You could do this however you want. You can do my method and use some just scrap wood, or you can try to cut or drill these in at an angle. I don't know what kind of connection those are, and screw them in together that way. Again, this is not going to be inside wall art or anything. This is just for the top of the tower, so I think this is going to be fine. Once we get it all done, we'll put lights on it, hoist it up to the top of the tower. Alright, all I did was pretty much wrap it with Christmas lights. I put a first strip down the middle to support it, and then attached it to the top. So we'll see what it looks like at night, but it's up there now. So better than the it makes more sense than the snowman, and you can make sense of it now. So, well, the show's running first night. Everything went off without issue, which is good. As you can see, the star behind me, that's what it looks like on, and which is good. I do have a little bit of an issue with some more pixel lights on the tree. I'm telling you what, you can see this section that's kind of stuck on. It's the very last one. But other than that, the show's good, running good. Spotlights are looking bright, and lasers are working. Everything's working great. Went off without a hitch. So this is basically a quick little bit of what the show's looking like this year. If you are, for whatever reason, local in the area, address is 2497 Southwest Warwick Street. Show runs from 6 to 10 nightly. Probably going to run a little later on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, but New Year's Eve night will be the last night it runs. So if you are local in Port St. Lucie, Florida, swing by, take a look. Select nights we will be out handing out candy canes, and the snow machine that I've got running out will only be out on nights that I'm home and that the weather's good. I've already taken it in for the night, but you can see some remnants of it down here. I will have a video coming up on how I made the homemade snow solution, a lot cheaper than what you can buy pre-made. I actually also added some scent to it, so it had like a apple cinnamon scent to it tonight. I will have to adjust how much I have it on. It's only on for one song, but the entire song. And after 2 or 3 times the song's on, I ran out of snow with the container that's built into the machine. So I don't want to have to come out here multiple times a night and refill it. So I will have to adjust that, make it come on a little less, just for that effect. So anyway, this video I think will just be a short video because it's really just going to be I'm about 4 videos behind, guys. I'm so sorry it's taking long to get this stuff out, but this one's going to be really based around the star and how I made it and what it looks like up and on. So upcoming videos, we've got a trip to New York planned. This is going to include a lot. Let me flip us around here. Christmas video, a lot of Christmas decorations in New York City. That happens next weekend. I'll actually be in New York for about 4 days, and then upkeep and maintenance of the show. Anything new we do, obviously any other Christmas stuff that we do. I already see some stuff I have to change with programming. I thought I had it all done, but I guess I didn't. But anyway, anything Christmas wise that I do, obviously I'll bring you guys along and show you. Probably another few videos for the rest of the season, and tear down at the end. But appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.